I'm Scott Nielsen, Durango Fire Wildfire Battalion Chief, and today we're in Durango West I. Actually, we're adjacent to Durango West I on some private property, lighting some piles that we had done some, created from fire mitigation that we started last year. So this is about a 35-acre project, and we're gonna burn probably about 15 acres today. That was the stuff that was cut the fall of 2023 and early into 2024. The rest of the stuff will burn next year just so we don't smoke people out. We really want to let this stuff cure for at least a year or close to a year. It dries out, it burns better, it produces less smoke, and it's just a lot easier to deal with. So this is just one of our many projects in the wildland urban interface on fire mitigation work, and we've really been focusing on dense subdivisions and places where we can do mitigation work on large sections of private land adjacent to dense subdivisions. So this is the first project that we started in Durango West I, and we'll finish this next year, and we're also going to start on some mitigation in Durango West II next year. So eventually we hope to have a pretty good field break around both subdivisions, and that will protect approximately 863 primary residences. So this project is it's a wildfire risk reduction project, and this area is pretty unique in that it's a very fire-prone environment with the ponderosa pine. We get tons of lightning in here. We've had a couple of lightning strikes this summer that didn't go anywhere because of the mitigation, and then we often get car wrecks from Hesperus Hill to Durango. It's a steep hill. A lot of people don't realize how steep it is. So cars will crash, catch on fire, break fires from trucks. And just this year, during summer and early when fire season was really going, we had a car crash, started a fire adjacent to this project off Highway 160, and it only burned about 1/10 of an acre, but luckily it was in the morning, so the humidity was up and the temperatures were down. Had that happened on any other day or later in the day, that might have been a pretty significant fire. So this is just a natural place to protect the neighborhood from the possible human starts on the road and just reduce any risk of fire. This will not reduce all the risk, but it certainly reduces some of the risk. And the idea is we're not going to negate all fire risk, but this project removes a lot of understory and ladder fuels. So if and when we get a fire in here, it should be low to moderate intensity and something that firefighters, Durango Fire, and our partners can engage in effectively, safely, and quickly.